It's Jenny, and I'm under the tree today offering you some soulful wisdom from your high self, from the Soul's Journey deck, as we usually do on Mindful Mondays. And we'll just be a little guided by the moon today from its position. It's a waxing crescent moon today. So we are going to use both decks, the Moonology and the Queen of Moon Oracle, to see what the moon has to say to us today. What supporting guidance it has along with this mindful message from our high self. So we're shuffling these beautiful Mandela cards. Okay, and we have today service. I feel good when I help others. Lots of yellow in there. Nice powerful card. Let's just see what our high self has for us today. Okay, so one of the most evolved gifts that a soul possesses is giving of itself. Hi, Lynn. There's a reason why it feels good to give. It's because your soul resonates with that vibration. Your soul should be aware that it might currently be in a situation in which it needs to be fulfilled on higher levels. And this can only happen through the attribute of humanity serving and supporting others. Don't I know it? Put yourself in a position in which you can benefit another soul in any way possible and demonstrate unconditional love toward others. This might mean bringing yourself into your heart space and letting everything you involve yourself in come from an attitude of giving freely. Hi, Linda. You have to learn to direct your green heart, light energy, through all your thoughts and actions and deeds. Look around and see where and how you can serve another. Perhaps one way would be asking a friend if you can help clean up their office or help them tidy up their space or run some errands for them. Maybe volunteer to watch a neighbor's pet or children while they go out for the evening. Make a meal for someone who might be sick. Volunteer. Now, previously we'd be volunteering at hospice or volunteering in hospitals, but that might not be something you can do right now. So just volunteer for something, anything, maybe a local food drive or helping one of the local food banks or mission. Perform an activity that enriches someone else's life. So really just reaching out and helping someone else. Lending a helping hand. I think we've had this card once already. It feels like it, but it's always a nice message to hear. Okay, so now we're going to move right into being guided by the moon phase. And yet it is another waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Very pretty. So don't give up. The situation you're thinking about or in, it's still taking shape, okay? So, and it's about to take. So you're nowhere near the end of the story. And this message sits home, hits home for me today. It sits right where it needs to sit for me. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Very true. However, the waxing crescent moon is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. So don't give up. Keep that planning going. Keep the creative juices flowing. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating. Just have a question in mind and ask. Ask and allow your higher self to download the information about what you need to do for the next step. So overall, it suggests that in every situation, all of it, not just in the waxing crescent moon, just be hopeful for a very positive outcome to whatever you're asking. Okay? And keep the faith. A statement I actually just said earlier. Keep the faith. I have faith. And I love the attune to the moon part of it. I am focused on what I want. So stay focused, keep going, don't give up, and have faith. Just because you can't see your dreams in action, it doesn't mean they're still not manifesting, right? So some things actually just take time to manifest. So don't look back and stay focused on moving forwards. Always forward movement energy, forward movement thoughts, and be patient as it unfolds. A lot of us don't have that kind of patience for the unfolding. Yes, faith is absolutely everything, Linda. Dig a little deeper and find a little more courage, okay? The waxing crescent moon is the second moon phase in the 8 moon phases. But even if it's not time for the waxing crescent moon, when you pull this card, like we could pull these cards any time of the month, but if you pull it when it's not a crescent moon, it suggests that you really need to pursue your dreams. So I like pulling this card at the time of the moon because it will resonate a little better and a little deeper on different levels. So it's time to put your foot down as hard as you can to chase those goals. Put the foot to the pavement. Get moving with your goals. Okay? And then we're going to have a little more support from the Queen of Moon Oracles on a crescent moon. Very pretty card. There's an opening in this card for realization. So try and get it in there so it doesn't shine. So you can see there's lots of stars in the sky, and there's a big giant keyhole with someone walking through it. A little bit of self-awareness, okay? So with self-awareness comes realization, and knowledge is power. We know that. Self-examination of your role within the situation is very important. So know where you're at and what you're doing and what you're supposed to be doing. And then there's another little affirmation that you can attach to the attune to the moon. If you're right out there underneath the crescent moon, you can speak to the moon and you can say, I have timely self-awareness and act upon my realization. Because as we move into the earlier waxing cycle, light begins to shine more upon the shadows and illuminating what is. It's like really putting a spotlight on things. A powerful process, realization. When we decide to really examine our lives without fear or favor, it can be hard. This is no doubt an act of courage. So dig a little deeper, hold the faith, find a little more courage, and we might not like what we discover. Because after all, without self-awareness and the will to act upon those realizations, whether we perceive them or negative or positive, we do not get to change and grow. Okay? So we need to act upon the realizations and actually in order to grow through things to reach that goal, reach that dream. The realization that we have a pattern sometimes, a bad habit or a behavior that's causing us pain in a powerful position, even though we may feel worry and pain around that discovery, we can then take personal responsibility to change our situation. Since we know our current position, knowing ourselves more completely enables us to accept ourselves more readily and dare to love yourself exactly who you really are. So if you'd like a companion stone to sit under this beautiful waxing crescent moon, you can choose aventurine. It's a nice supporting stone for this moon energy. So thank you for joining me, dreamers, on this Mindful Moment Monday. Enjoy your week. You'll see me on here again tomorrow for Tuesdays with Jenny, and I will be having an announcement, so tune in.